Hey there travelers, today we're flying from Almaty, Kazakhstan to Frankfurt, Germany with a short stop in Astana. Today we're flying in business class, on board a 7-year-old A330-300 with Lufthansa. Departure time was rather inconvenient, with the flight leaving at 2 in the morning, but one thing that made it easier is the VIP lounge that I had to use at Almaty due to me being in business class. Registration online with Lufthansa opens up 24 hours prior to departure, which allowed me to pick my seat 4K, which delivers a great view of the engine and the wing.
Correctly.
Almaty Airport is not very popular, and it's a bit creepy at night, but we did taxi for only 3 minutes to one of the 2 runways at Almaty. Unfortunately, the captain decided to turn off the landing lights for takeoff, so there's nothing much to see, and my Sony camera was losing focus every few seconds, so the footage turned out pretty bad. I was pleasantly surprised with the seat. There was lots of legroom, very nice entertainment, and overall the seat feels great. It transforms into a fully flat bed, which is a very nice addition, but I'll probably use it for the next flight, as we are already approaching Astana. And I guess I still kinda look like a kid, so I was given this Lufthansa children's booklet.
Upright position and fold up the tables behind you. Keep your seat head and footrest and the retractable TV screen. Linked to the way as well, but do not forget to open the window shade. Thank you.
The captain of the flight was very friendly, and surprisingly enough, he did all the announcements instead of the flight attendant. As we roll down the runway, you can hear the signature Airbus rattling and squeaking noises, as if we're gonna fall apart.
Our passengers continue with us to Frankfurt are kind request to stay on board during the short transit time. Thank you.
This flight sometimes flies from Almaty to Frankfurt non-stop, but Lufthansa has seen it fit to stop in Astana due to profit reasons. Interesting. I never knew you could do a single-engine taxi on an A330, but there you go. So the way this flight works is people going from Almaty to Astana get out of the plane, but people who continue on to Frankfurt stay on board the aircraft. Then some people might enter the plane who are going from Astana to Frankfurt. So that's the way it works. Sometimes. So this was a really short transition. Some people left, some people entered. Now the time is about 5:30 in the morning. The interesting thing about this flight is that you fly west, which means you're adding up time to your day, which also means you're gonna fly with the sunrise. As we departed, pretty much every person was sleeping except for me, and I personally found the sound of the Rolls-Royce Trent 700 engines really soothing, and I did accidentally fall asleep while filming. Okay, so we're gonna fast forward about 4 or 5 hours of the flight. Everybody in the plane started waking up and the breakfast was served. This is what my breakfast looked like, and I personally found it amazing. Those traditional thin Russian pancakes tasted excellent, as well as all the other stuff. Next we're going to show you the restroom, which was very spacious, and it also had a window, so what else can I say? So now we're gonna take a look at the IFE, which was slightly unresponsive, but it was still manageable. The movie selection was pretty good, as well as the TV show selection. So after about 7.5 hours of flight, we began our descent into Frankfurt. As we descended, the flight attendant came to each business class passenger and gave them a personal thank you for flying with them, which I found to be a very pleasant touch from Lufthansa. But that said, I found the entire Lufthansa flight experience great. So to wrap it all up, I'm going to show you this beautiful sunrise approach into the busy airport of Frankfurt. And here we are in Frankfurt. One thing I haven't told you, this is only half of my flight. I still have about 3 hours in Frankfurt until I take my 10-hour flight to San Diego on Condor 767-300. So overall it's a pretty exhausting journey, but for me as an aviation enthusiast, I was really looking forward to this flight. So overall, what did I think of this flight? I think the service was great. The business class is expensive, but it's totally worth it. So that being said, I hope it's clear that I enjoyed my flight with Lufthansa. This is where I'm gonna leave you. Goodbye.
Thank you for being our guest today. We hope you enjoyed this flight with us and would like to wish you a very nice time here in Frankfurt for a good onboard journey. Thank you again. Bye-bye. And as we say here in Germany, auf Wiedersehen.
Первый терминал, да, насколько